It's just a big mess right now in this world. And I'm like thinking about next week, thinking about November 1st, thinking about what's been happening lately. And I'm just seeing things ahead when it comes down to the government shutdown, Halloween, people acting out, wanting to dress up as demons for Halloween. And this is definitely the time to do that. This is definitely the time for demons to play dress up, to be on demon time, because they're no longer able to use the government for their own advantage. They're not able to get a handout anymore, at least for the time being. But at the end of the day, if you're not willing to work for your own, and you're not willing to bust your ass and grind just to have a lifestyle, then you don't deserve to really have anything in this life, because you have to work. Everyone gotta work. If you're an able body, you got arms, legs, you have all your members intact. Everything is good, everything's on tight. You have nothing to really worry about when it comes to finding work, because being lazy is not an option. Being lazy is not an option no more. For a lot of you that depend on the government to finance your lifestyle, to feed you, y'all can't do that no more. And that ship is sailing in a week. And that ship is sailing, so you better figure something out for your own good. You better do something for yourself. Stop depending on the government to get you through in life. Stop depending on the government for a handout, because dependence on the government is only going to allow you to be docile, weak, lazy, complacent, entitled. Now, November 1st coming around the corner and Halloween, I mean, I pretty much see the correlation with that. You know what I'm saying? Because Halloween is usually the time where people want to play as demons, dress up as demons, and be on demon time, to cause a bunch of chaos, purging, causing a whole bunch of, disruptions around their communities and neighborhoods, harassing people because they decide to support Trump and what he's doing. I don't have an issue with Trump at all. I don't got an issue with what he's doing for the country. Maybe you do. Maybe you have an issue because you can't get what you want anymore. You can't have it your way anymore when it comes to the government assisting you. The government has assisted a lot of y'all long enough. And at this point, if you're an able body, you should be working. There's a few exceptions, you know what I'm saying? There's a few exceptions. Like in the military, if you're in the military, you should have assistance. If you're someone that's disabled, you're an older person, you're disabled, you should have assistance from the government, But the people, most people that are on Section 8 housing, EBTs, WIC, if you're an able body, you don't need all that stuff. You should not need all that stuff to get by. But you have convinced yourself, you programmed your mind to think that's what you need in order to stay afloat. That's what you need in order to stay alive. So what? You're going to depend on the government your entire life in order to stay alive, to get by? Is that what you're going to do? You're going to depend on the government your entire life. Not take chances on yourself. Not, for once, trust God to provide you provisions, provide you with food, water, clothing, all that stuff. You know, you can't take thought for your own life and not worry. But a lot of you are stuck in doom and gloom. You're stuck in fear so much that you can't see past dependence on the government. You can't see right past government assistance. That is your end point. For you, there's no other option. For you, there's no other route but government assistance. So I know this video ain't gonna be popular, but I don't care. I'm just gonna call it like it is. A lot of y'all are being lazy, demonic animals. And you think the world owes you something, but you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong if you think the world owes you something. You're not owed anything. I'm not owed anything. I get up and I go to work. I do what I gotta do to stay afloat, and I don't have to depend on the government. Okay? I'm not looking to depend on somebody else to finance my lifestyle, to get me ahead, to get me by another month. It looks very bad for a lot of grown men that are able bodies to be on government assistance for this long, Section 8 housing. What is that doing for you as a man? What is that doing for you? How are you growing from being independence to another person, depending on the government to get you by? What type of growth are you seeing in your own life? You can't take care of your family being on government assistance, getting a handout as a man. It looks very bad. It looks very bad. It's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? A man should be going out there working, sweating, you know, going out there getting his hands dirty, feet wet, you know, because last time I checked, you know, work is spiritual, and we're supposed to be working and striving toward a goal and seeing that goal through. And you should know in the Bible it says that if a man don't work, he shall not eat. If you don't work, why should you eat? Why? Answer me that question. Why should you eat if you don't work? It's pretty simple, self-explanatory. But if you think about it, right, Halloween, November 1st, right next to each other. A lot of people are going to show their true colors and show their horns and show their fangs on the 31st because they realize that their time of using the government, using people, right, looking for a handout, being entitled, those days are numbered. They're coming to an end. And when you've been entitled your whole life, you've been getting handouts your whole life, the minute that stops, your true colors start to show. It's no surprise that Halloween is the devil's birthday. Halloween is the time, like I said, that demons come out. people want to, dress up as demons and act like demons and be on demon time. Okay, it's a demonic holiday. What else can I say? It's a demonic holiday to celebrate who? Satan. Satan gets the praise on that day, the 31st, for a lot of people that want to be stuck in sin. I stay far away from those individuals because I don't speak their language, and they don't speak my language either. So the government shutdown, I mean, it's going to happen whether you like it or not. The question is, what are you going to do to turn your life around? What are you going to do to make sure you have what you need? So stop blaming everyone else. Hold yourself accountable. Stop depending on people to get you by in life. No one's going to hold your hand. No one. Ain't no one finna hold your hand, man. So get out there and work. Get out there and make your own bread. And take care of yourself, take care of your family, and stop looking for a handout. It's simple as that. It's simple as that, man. But expect a lot of people to use Halloween, use the devil's birthday to crash out, to be crash out dummies, and to be on demon time, to show their true colors, because their dependence on the government is coming to an end.